Hello everyone, today's video is an update on the markets. So what a fantastic November it's been for stock markets across the world. The global equities have had their best month since 1988. The benchmark index, the MSCI World Index, increased 12.5% in the month of November. 6.7 trillion was added to the value of global equities last month, which is the equivalent to $155 million a minute. So really terrific month for equities. The Pan-Europe Stocks 600 index, that increased 13.7% in November, its best ever month. Closer to home, the FTSE 100. So that achieved its best ever month since January 1989, 31 years ago. It improved 12.4%. 180 billion was added to the value of UK stocks in November. However, the FTSE 100 still is down 16% this year, and it is cheap compared to a lot of other global indexes. So there's a lot of potential for bagging a bargain on the UK stock market right now. In fact, the UK market is generally considered so cheap that it's ripe for takeovers, acquisitions, and in fact, there was a record 14 takeovers last month in the UK. What about elsewhere? The Japan index, the Nikkei, that's had its best month since 1994. Over the pond in the USA, S&P 500, that gained 11%. So actually, that's a rare instance of the USA lagging the global rise, because the global index rose just short of 13%. In America, the increase was 11%. So the theme, though, has been generally one of rotation, as they say, which basically means investors moving out of one sector and into another, particularly moving away from the tech stocks, such as the FANG stocks, into smaller and more cyclical stocks. In September, only 153 of the S&P 500 stocks increased the share price. However, in November, 467 out of the 500 saw increases to their share price. Another US benchmark, a well-known benchmark, the Dow Jones, that made a bit of history this week. It hit 30,000 for the first time ever. It's a 120-year-old index, is the Dow Jones Industrial Index. Slightly misleading, though, in that it only comprises 30 stocks. That's all, just 30. Compared to the S&P 500, which has 500, the Dow has 30. And the index is based all around share price as opposed to market capitalization, like, say, the FTSE 100. So a bit of a misleading index, but nonetheless very impressive that it's hit that all-time high of 30,000. What else has been happening? Oh, Bitcoin has recently hit a record high. There was a real frenzy about Bitcoin about 3 years ago, 2017, the previous high. But last week it bettered that, so the price of the Bitcoin is just shy of $20,000. It seems to be getting more and more credibility with the likes of institutional investors and hedge funds. Also known now as digital gold is Bitcoin. But unlike, say, normal currencies, which can be debased and devalued, with Bitcoin, that will never happen because there will only ever be, apparently, 21 million Bitcoins created. So there you go. I must admit, I don't know a huge amount about Bitcoin. It's something I still am not fully conversant with, but it looks like it's doing well at the moment. Something I do know a little bit more about is commodities. So what's been happening in the commodities market? It's been a great month for copper. The copper price reached a 7-year high in November, largely thanks to soaring import demand from China. The price of the copper has increased 22% in 2020. Oil, Brent crude, that rose 27% in November and was trading at just shy of $50 a barrel last week, about $48. So I sense that over time the demand for copper can only increase because it's a crucial component in electric vehicles. So electric vehicles need 4 times as much copper in them than conventional cars, and as does all the charging infrastructure as well. That needs a lot of copper. So expect the demand for that commodity to keep rising. So when we look at the history of oil and where oil's going, it used to be in the sort of glory days of oil that the annual investment in oil was about $1 trillion. Now investment in oil is about a third of that, at 300 billion. So the amount being put into oil is coming right down. But do though expect a shock, an oil shock, one last oil shock before we're all driving electric cars, where a lot of commentators think it will get back up to $100 a barrel before it really just becomes a thing of the past and we're all going green and driving electric. But who knows how long that will be. Anyway, that's just a quick update on where the markets are. Like I said, it's been a terrific November across the world for equity markets. So this could be the start of a bull run. Obviously, we have the vaccinations now for the COVID, so fingers crossed that the increases do continue and that it's the start of a real strong bull period. So if you like this video, please do subscribe here, and I will see you soon.